Mr. Ding Jung Greg Sharp, not of North Korea, but of San Francisco. I just want to respond to you about your documentary that you made last night. I mean, it was an amazing documentary. You used vocabulary of the highest order, something that the English Oxford Dictionary would be very proud of. Unfortunately, most people, it went over the red, and I'm going to have to break it down in layman's terms. Now that goes as follows. Mr. Ding Jung Greg Sharp jumped on the telephone to Mr. Chocolate Jolly Thunder Williams and Mr. Paul Cruz. He said to these gentlemen, if you pull at ARMGODS, you will no longer be required in my reality house. For what reason, we don't know, as we've never had an issue with Mr. Greg Sharp, we've never had any dealings with Mr. Greg Sharp, and to be honest with you, we didn't know who Mr. Greg Sharp was. So, for some reason, he's took a dislike to ARMGODS, whether it's not because we're flying over and we're doing an Independence Day and we're trying to promote the sport and bring back a little bit of rivalry between two great nations, I don't know. But us ARMGODS often try to be bullied by other people, but we stand alone and we never back down. So, Mr. Sharp, now people actually know how the story begins, I'll fill on with the rest. So Marcus Thompson, my business partner, decided to make a little AI video about you, Greg. You clearly spat out your dummy. I mean, you must have been watching it though, eating your breakfast, having your cornflakes in your cup of coffee. I'm spatting everywhere. But, you know, it is what it is, Mr. Sharp. Then you decided to get on your soapbox and stand there in front of the nation. I now say that ARMGODS, anyone who pulls at ARMGODS, anyone who pulls at the Winter Blast, shall be struck from my promotion. Well, Mr. Sharp, or should I say, Mr. Ding Jung Greg Sharp, you're not in North Korea, you're in San Francisco. You know, America's the freedom of speech. Should it not let be the arm wrestlers pull wherever they want? Do we not have enough contracts? Do we not have enough animosity in the sport for you to be throwing down your orders, being power hungry? I mean, come on, sir. Really? The world has turned against you. For what? They didn't need to turn against you. You've done great shows. I've watched them since this old saga began, and you've done an amazing job. But, unfortunately, you've took it upon yourself to start banning people, or banning majority of people, and you've even cost us a match with Corey West, who unfortunately pulled out yesterday. So I'm sure you're very happy about that. But you've took money out of his pocket, you've took a little bit of fame, a little bit of stardom away from him, and you've put him under pressure because you've made him choose. You've made that man choose between us and you. For what reason? Because you've never given a reason. Oh, the integrity of the sport, the sports entertainment world. Let's be honest, come on. We're the leaders in sports entertainment, man. If you just watch any of our shows, we get bums on seats. We were the first to bring the lights, the spark, the smoke, and the absolute crazy hooliganism. Because that's what sells, Greg. Not the boring stuff in the library. And you go, oh, we had 25-minute setups and about 4 people clapping on a stool and 5 of your neighbours thinking, oh my gosh, please. Oh, when can we go home? No, you're not that promotion, and neither's 99% of the others. But we are. And that's why ARMGODS is where it is. That's why we're flying over to the States. And we had no intention of conquering America. We just wanted to win the Independence Cup and bring it back home to the UK. But, well, you've thrown the cat amongst the pigeons, sir. Now we're here to stay. And now we're going to be a thorn in your side for the rest of your arm wrestling promotion career. Now, I was willing to offer the olive branch, shake your hand, calm the situation down and be the bigger man. But the more I think about it, the more I think people like you, Mr. Greg Sharp, people like you need to be thrust and thrown away from this sport because you do nothing. You do no good for anyone. You've no intention of goodness in your body. You just want to hold on. You want to smother the sport. You don't want to build it. Otherwise, you wouldn't be making people make a choice whether they pull here, there, or everywhere. No, Mr. Greg Sharp, you don't love arm wrestling. No, Mr. Greg Sharp, You don't want to progress the sport. And no, Mr. Greg Sharp, there's no olive branch. You want it, you've got it. And the ARMGODS are coming. Oh, oh,